Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Luto and I do hair, makeup and everything in between. So today we're doing a little chit chat. Get ready with me. Going out on a solo date, and I thought I would talk to you guys about the troubles of being a young mom, a 20-something-year-old mom who's just trying to figure it out. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get started. So let's start with my hair. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy for makeup as well. I'm doing something simple. I'm just going out on a solo date, but I still want to look cute, still want to look presentable. So I'm going to start with my hair. We're going to be wearing a closure. So I always start with my wig cap. So yeah, let's talk about it, guys. Being a parent in your early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, or just in general being a parent in your 20s. So I had my son when I got pregnant at 23, had him 2 days after I turned 24. And I think when I had my son, I thought I was old, like I wasn't a teenager. So I figured I was old enough to be having a child. And now that I look back, it's been 4 years. I will be 28 in a few months. Now that I look back, I realize how young I was when I had him. Like, I did not know what I was doing at all. I did not know what was in store, for me, and I don't think I truly understood what it meant being a parent. Granted, anyone who has a child does not know what they're getting themselves into, to be honest. Whether you are 38, whether you're 24, whether you are 16, you just never know. But I don't think I was fully prepared. Yeah. And also, okay, I've always known I wanted kids. I always knew I wanted to get married. And so when I actually found out I was pregnant, as scared as I was pretty excited. I was so excited, and then I had my son, and obviously, but like the past 4 years has taught me that you're never ready for a kid, no matter how much you think you are financially, mentally, emotionally. It is such a big task to take on, and also it's such a forever thing. Like, I feel like I am constantly feeling like a teenage parent. Like, I feel like a teenager, particularly now that my son is in preschool. He is going to be 4 years old soon, and I usually get to school events and stuff like that, and I look around, I'm like, damn, I'm so young. Like, most of the parents, they are much older, and most of them, it isn't their first child, right? So that's why they are slightly older. They're much older and they look like they've got their shit together. I feel like, I don't know, man, I don't have my shit together. I barely know myself. I'm really, 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 truly only starting to get to know myself now. And I feel like I'm at a disadvantage because I don't have a lot of time to get to know myself, basically, to figure things out, because I've got another tiny human being to take care of. And yes, I know you can't have it fully together, no matter when you have your kid, but I wish I had waited. If I was having my child now at 28, I think I would be in a better position to be a parent. And this is mostly just mentally and emotionally. I think I would be in a better place to parent. I'm doing the best that I can. I started going to therapy when I was pregnant. And that also kind of brought up a lot of feelings about how I was raised. I don't think I was necessarily raised like I grew up. I don't think my mom was a bad parent, Njalo. She was a single mom with 7 kids, right? And so I'm realizing now how emotionally neglected I was as a child, because my mom was a single parent. My dad died when I was young. and she was like, there was only so much of her to go around, right? 7 kids. You cannot possibly be what every child needs for 7 kids. Like, for one kid, it's a lot. Like, I struggle with my son. I'm like constantly just, and it's just me. And it's just him, Jal. I can't imagine what it was like for her to be raising 7 kids by herself, even financially. um it was also hard, and also kind of, I think, probably how she grew up. I don't think she was also parented emotionally. Like, she was raised in terms of your parents provided for you, but I don't think she was given a lot of tools emotionally. And then also, she probably went through her own stuff. Jay, there was a lot. I'm having so much grace for her now that I'm older and now that I'm a parent. She was doing the best she could, and she really did, Shame. She did the best she could. But now it's like I have to kind of fix, not fix, what's the word? I don't think it's fixed, but like now I have to kind of make sure that I'm not making the same mistakes that my mom made when she was raising us. And for me, it's mostly like emotional presence. Like, she was there, Shame. She was always there. But emotionally, Shame, I don't think she was fully present. And her idea of parenting was like, as she used to say, Shame, I buy you clothes, I buy you food, I take you to school. Like, what more do you want me to do? And I think that's what she thought parenting was, just taking care of us. And I've realized, like, I've grown up now, and I've realized that parenting is more than that, and also kind of realizing that how you were raised and the things that you experienced as a child inform so much of who you are as an adult. Like, obviously, you kind of have to take responsibility for yourself as an adult, and kind of the behaviors and habits that you have and you keep. Ultimately, we are so much of our environment, the way we were raised, the people we're around, and all of that stuff kind of affect who we are, especially unconsciously. So as I grow up, I'm realizing that I have to kind of heal a lot of childhood wounds I have, and also to parent in a way that I have never seen parenting done before, which is really hard. Like, sometimes I can't be emotionally available because, like, I don't know what that looks like for another person. It was never given to me, so it's for doing it doesn't come as easy to me as it would for someone else. I think even in just relationships and friendships, I've realized that I'm not as emotionally present and vulnerable. Like, I don't think people in my life know how much I love them or how much they mean to me, because I wasn't raised in a home that was very emotionally expressive. Like, hugging and touching and like all of those things. I'm like, yo, my brother recently said to me, like, I'm nonchalant. And I'm like, it's not that I'm nonchalant, it's just that I find it very hard to express emotions. It's weird because I can verbalize my feelings. Like, I can tell you I love you, I appreciate you, but it's hard for me to show it. Like, it's hard for me to express it. Actually, I don't think I can verbalize it. Like, my verbalizing it is saying thank you, or doing something to show you that I appreciate what you've done for me. I don't know if that makes sense. So he says sometimes I come across as just nonchalant, like I don't care, like I'm not. And I'm just like, damn, that's never how I want to seem. Even my friend was saying it the other day. She's just like, I'm emotionless. I'm like, it's not that I'm emotionless. It's just that I never want to give anyone the satisfaction of feeling like they've hurt me. And so because I am that way when I've been hurt, it's hard to express joy or happiness because I kind of hold it in. Yeah, it's like, ugh, man, I don't know. And that also kind of, I think, translates into my parenting. I think my son was having a tantrum the other day. and he was crying. And later we had, like a few minutes later, we're having a conversation about it. And I'm telling him, hey, it's okay to cry. Mommy cries sometimes. And he just laughed. Like he thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. He's like, mommy doesn't cry. I'm like, oh yeah, my child has never seen me cry. And I think I cry quite a lot. It's just that I never allow my child to see those emotions. I never allow anyone actually to see those emotions. And like, I just felt so sad. Like, here I am trying to convince this little boy that, hey, everyone cries. Mommy cries too. Mommy feels sad too. Like, all the emotions that you're feeling, they're normal and everyone feels them. And he just broke out laughing. So yeah, I'm trying so hard to be an emotionally present parent, to be vulnerable with my kid. But yo man, parenting in your 20s is difficult. I think parenting at any age is difficult, but parenting in your 20s and still trying to live your life and prioritize other parts of your life, like relationships, friendships, work, school, whatever it is you're doing, is such a difficult task. Like, I'm really, really trying to still be myself, and also still be a present parent. It's like there's not enough time in the world to do it all, and it's difficult. Which has made me start to feel like I don't want to have another child. I always have this conversation with my friends. I'm like, no one will ever catch me having another kid because it's so difficult. And I think it's because I don't think I was very prepared for this journey. And also, like, when you realize how much labor parenting is, like, emotionally, mentally, physically, like, it's draining. And whether you have a partner, whether you don't, whether you're co-parenting or not, um yeah, it's really a difficult thing to do. I have family, I have support, I have, a co-parent. So, but still, and also something no one ever told me is that whether you are parenting with someone or not, my sister said, oh, who said this to me? I think it was my sister, like right before I had my baby. She's just like, "Umntana ngokamama." Didn't realize what that means. And now I realize what that means is, no matter how much help or support you have, ultimately 90% of the responsibility of a child always falls on the mom. She's always like the default parent in a lot of cases and settings. And it is so draining, and it makes you feel resentful towards the other parent who doesn't do as much as you do, and maybe doesn't see or appreciate how much you actually do. um like, I feel like men have the luxury of their lives going on after they have a kid. Like me, if 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 I am going out, like, I need to know who is watching my child. Even when I'm out, I'm not always fully relaxed because I'm thinking about, is my child safe? Does he miss me? Like, even when you're not around your child, even when you're not parenting your child, you still kind of feel the mental load of being a parent. Like, my child was with my sister for, I think, last weekend. She was at my sister's house because I needed the break. And my friend and I had like stuff to do that weekend. We were gonna go out, and as much fun as I was having, shame on you, with my friend and like being out and being child free, I couldn't help but think about my kid. I was just like, damn, I miss him. I don't want him to think um dimlahlile at my sister's, or what, or I'm neglecting him. There's that mom guilt that you get as well, but also, you're only human. You need a break. Everybody needs a break, especially from parenting. I feel like you're such a better parent when you pour into yourself. Like, now I'm going out myself, going on a solo date on my own, like, and this is just a small thing I do to pour into my cup. Going to the gym by myself, like doing things on my own. is so important to me now, and I wish I had done that in my 20s more, instead of having a baby, you know. And this is why I say now would have been the perfect time for me to actually have a baby, because I would have had a lot of time in my early 20s to like get to know myself, spend time by myself, like really just figure out what I like, what I enjoy, what I don't enjoy, you know, without the pressure of being a parent, you know, without having to take care of somebody else and the responsibilities that come with being a parent. Now, I don't always have that luxury. I think I've been lucky enough to have a support system where, like, I've still gotten to be young. Like, I've still gotten to go out. Like, my life isn't over just because I had a child, but also it is more difficult, you know? It is not as easy as it would be if I didn't have a child. Always think, like, when I'm going to make plans with somebody, like, it needs to be made like a week or two in advance or days in advance, so I know kind of I can figure out where my son is gonna be, who's gonna be watching him. Like I can't just let's go out. Girl, I gotta chill, you know. But also there's so much joy that comes with being a parent. I don't wanna lie. Personally for me, because it's something I've always known I wanted to do. I've always known I wanted to be a parent. Like I love kids so much. So I do get so much joy out of it. I love my child with all of my heart, and I don't think I would change. Yeah, I wouldn't change our lives, to be honest. Like, I'm glad I had him when I did. Um, and I don't think I'll be having another baby, hey? Yeah, becoming a parent at 24 has made me realize that having one child is enough for me. I'm not going to have more. I don't want to have more. It's too much work. It's too much labor. And it takes so much out of you to actually be a parent and be a good parent, you know? I think it's easy to just tell people to have more kids, but like being a good parent is hard. Being a good parent requires so much sacrifice, you know? Having to constantly think not only for yourself, but for somebody else. It's difficult. And it doesn't come as naturally as people think. Being a mom doesn't come as naturally as people say it does. Like taking care of my child, I think was easy. Like feeding, changing nappies, that was easy. But like parenting, you're always constantly doubting yourself. You're not sure if you're doing the right thing all the time. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. Like, and also being responsible for someone else's life, because until they are, I don't know what age, you know, you constantly are having to make decisions on their behalf, and you don't know if you're doing the right thing or not. And I feel like I'm constantly wondering, Kosiam, like when this child gets older, am I going to be able to explain some decisions that I made that have affected him? Am I going to be able to account for things that I didn't do right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Yo, the mental load of being a parent trumps the physical. Like the physical, man, it is what it is. You're always tired. We don't get enough sleep sometimes. But like the mental load that you carry, and sometimes there's things that are out of your control, like having a sick child. That's not easy. Yo, yeah, no, it's been such a difficult journey, and I can't wait for my son to actually grow up and start making decisions on his own, and also hoping, you know, raising a man or a boy child in South Africa is scary. I constantly have to remind myself that I'm not just raising my little boy, right? I'm raising a man that has to live in society with other people, be around women as he gets older. And you know, you wonder if you're teaching him the right things. You wonder if, Osiam, am I not raising Isluan a predator? And you know, all of those things weigh on me so heavily. And I'm like, Oh God. And I think the only thing I can really do about it is pray about it. And you know, God, help me, give me the wisdom to raise a man that not only fears God, but also protects the people around him, protects the women around him, is in touch with his emotions. Um, just a good man, a wholesome man, that's all I can hope for. It's just there's so many scary things about raising a child this day and age, and also raising a girl child. You never know what might happen. Um, like I feel like I'm a helicopter parent because there's so much horrible things going on in the world right now. Particularly here in South Africa. It's a scary time to be raising a child, whether you have a boy child or a girl child. It's just a scary time to be raising a kid and to be a parent. You don't know where your child is safe and isn't. Yeah, well, even schools aren't safe at this point. So, Nje, I don't know. I don't know if I would. Yeah, I'm not sure I would want to do this ever, 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 ever again. You know what I'm saying? There's too many things that you have to figure out being a parent, and yeah, I'm a one and done kind of girl now. I love kids. I still do. I love other people's kids. I just don't think it is in me to have another one. Hanging quas band. There's just I can't do it. I cannot do it. So my lip gloss is too far away from me. So I'm just gonna use this blush that I used for my lips as well because I could not be bothered. So, but yeah, I think for anyone that's like navigating parenting, like being a young parent, because as much as I guess 24 isn't that young when you look at South African stats, but it's what do you think is like the biggest challenge when it comes to raising kids? And like you hear people's arguments on social media all the time, like about not having kids, waiting until you're ready. And I find that people are right, man. Like my mom at my age had 4 kids. She was married, she had 4 kids. And every time I think about that, I'm like, how does she do it? How? Like how, Sway? How did you raise abandona abai 4 at 20? How did you like how? You hardly knew yourself when you had your first child. When you got married, you know what I'm saying? But I guess I'm at a show a difference then. Yeah. If I have another kid, if you guys catch me pregnant, if I say I'm pregnant, yo, ning bob, ning puke, ning shy, ning busy, umphakathi ngishawe because there's no way. But I think another thing that's helped me is having friends that also have kids. That's such an important thing, I think, when you have kids. Finding friends that have a similar life to you. It's like my best friend and I were pregnant around the same time. Happened by mistake. We didn't plan it, but our kids are around the same age, and we are the same age. And I think it's so easy for me to vent about the difficulties of being parents without feeling without someone making me feel like I am a bad mom or I'm ungrateful and whatever, because she shares the same sentiments. We have the same struggles, and she's got a completely different life than me. Like she's got 2 kids, and she's married. She lives with her husband, and I find that we have similar struggles. We still complain about the same things. I'm just like, guys, right? We're all having the same struggles. So I guess this is not, maybe this is not a having kids young chat. This is just like parenting in general. Like being a parent is hard work. It's I guess being a parent is like a hard job, and also a very thankless one, you know. But when I come back in my next lifetime, I'm not going to be a parent. I'm going to be childless. I'm going to be Tracy Ellis Ross. I'm in my 50s, living my best life, dating, working, like just being a hot girl for the rest of my life, being a hot auntie for the rest of my life. I've discovered. Yeah. When if reincarnation is a thing, when I come back in my next life, I'm not going to be a baby mama or a mom. I'm going to live out the rest of my days as a hot girl. And yeah, that is it. I'm just gonna, okay, let me go find something to wear. I'm gonna hide my headband because it has a little bit of makeup over here. You know what? It is what it is, man. Okay, so I've changed my top and I'm just wearing jeans down here. And for fragrance, we're gonna do my recent. It is my favorite scent. I love it very much. And a little bit goes a long way. Just here, and here, and there. And yeah, that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.